Let's talk about the keyword final when it relates to classes. Normally, when we make a field final, it means it cannot be changed, such as this string. If we put the keyword final here, after it has been set either over here, it has been initialized here, or in the constructor, it cannot be changed ever again. In the case of classes, when a class is made final, is we're deciding that no one should ever inherit from this. So if I put the keyword final here, you'll notice that now the class student cannot inherit from person. It cannot extend it. This is what the final keyword does for a class. To be honest, at your level, we're not going to touch this or do this ever, at least not yet. So right now, we're just showing that it exists if you ever do see it somewhere in the code. I don't have a great example for this, at least not in these short-term courses. Maybe in the future, when we're a bit further, we'll talk more about using this. Just note that if you do see the final keyword, it's not the same thing as a final keyword inside of a field. It's more to stop the class from being inherited. Now, removing that from the class, it's also used for our methods. So let's say over here, public void talk, we're going to say final. By doing this final keyword here for talk, you'll notice that we're not allowed to override it anymore, right? So for the class and for the methods, when we put in the keyword final, notice the error, it cannot override that specific thing. This is why the final keyword is there. So if I don't want my class to be inherited, I would put the final keyword in front of my class. If I don't want my method to be overridden, I would put the final keyword. So the talk is still available to my to my inherited class. My derived class, a.talk, is still there. However, the derived class, the child class, is not allowed to override it. So this is interesting if you don't want someone to change your code. Again, remember that these final keywords are not there for the compiler or the computer. They're there for us managing each other. So if I ever defined a class and I don't want it to be misused, this is the moment I'm going to utilize this final keyword for my class or for my methods. Anyway, we'll get there as we go forward. See you guys in the next video.